Good morning. We're back to sweatshirts. It was so nice yesterday. It was so perfect yesterday. And here we are. By the way, a couple of people told me how to fix the fence. It's not mine. That's why I just had to walk away, because this isn't my house and this isn't my yard. I just walk here because my neighbors are the best ever. This neighbor started it because she used to see me out walking Charlie at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning before I would go to work at the sheriff's office. And she said, I don't like you walking down the road at that time of morning, so why don't you walk him through the meadow, which she calls the meadow? And I said, okay. And then a friend of mine moved into this house, and she didn't care that I walked through her yard. So I walk down that driveway and I come around and usually go up Tommy's. I have a little path that we take in the mornings. Yeah. A shaved Penny in time for it to get cold again, so she's wearing her cute little spring vest. Every time I see it, I think of this childhood friend named Kelly. Like preschool Kelly. I have another Kelly that I live next door to here, but this was a Kelly that lived on the first street I lived on. She lived across the street, and I think the daisies remind me of her because there's a picture of her in one of my books that my mother put in there. And of course, daisies were very popular in the 70s, late 60s. And she had on some kind of dress that had like a chain of lace with daisies down the front. It was really cute. But anyway, that's why I think of Kelly. But Kelly was the cause of a lot of my getting in trouble before I even started school. I didn't really get in trouble per se, but and it wasn't really Kelly's fault. Let me just start all over. I have a lot of memories of Kelly. One, we went outside and got in my mom's car. We moved over here in 1970. I was born in 64. So this was pre-1970, okay? So I don't know how old I was, 3-ish. And Kelly and I went and got in the car, and I knocked it out of gear and drove it down. Our driveway came in like this and then went down and around. And my brother came running out and jumped in the car and stopped it before it hit a tree. And then another Kelly story is we were playing in the basement, and we had a refrigerator or a freezer or something down there, but it wasn't working. And I don't know why, but I got in it and she shut the door. And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there's not a lot of oxygen in there. So she goes running upstairs and takes off out the door to run home because she lived across the street. And my mom and I laughed about this for years. My mom said, Kelly, where's Tracy? And she says, I'm not telling you, you big ha-ha pig. She was like 3 or 4 at the time. And my mom was like, what? Wait, where's Tracy? Anyway, she came downstairs, and for some reason I was in the refrigerator with the door shut. I don't know. So Kelly, not all of my memories of Kelly are good from that, time in our lives. So we went on to become or stay friends through elementary school, and then they moved off somewhere. But anyway, I gotta go do mom duty, so I'll be back. I am being judged so harshly, and I don't know why. Every time I look over there, she's just staring at me. Oh, are you going to look away now that I'm making a video? You have been staring at me so harshly. I do love you, though. Do you love me? Will you come see me? Huh? Will you quit judging me? Can you quit staring at me? Makes me nervous. Stop staring at me! Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, thank you. So I'm going over this. I'm reading this thing. It's goodhousekeeping.com and it's .com and it's like useless information. You know, things that you don't need to know, but now you know. And I just read this one and it reminded me of my grandmother. Not every Model T, meaning the car Model T, was black. For the first few years of production, Ford's famous car came in gray, green, blue, and red. It was only after 1914 that customers could order any color so long as it's black, as the dark paint dried faster than the other hues. My grandmother, I bought a new car. It was a Pontiac Grand Am, I think, and it was green, like a dark glittery green, and I thought it was beautiful. And I pulled up in the driveway, and my grandmother comes walking outside, and she says, "Ooh, you must have paid a lot of money for this car. You got a green car." Huh? She said, "You have to pay more when you get a paint color instead of just black." I said, "No, they were all the same size. They were all the same price. I just picked green because I like green." And she was like, "No, honey, the black ones are the cheapest ones." Yeah, probably in 1914. They were cheaper and they shipped faster, apparently, but you could really have any color car you wanted these days. Now, if you want a custom paint color, you know, like they do these wraps and stuff, that would probably cost more, but my green car didn't cost more just because it was green. Some other useless information that you don't need to know. This one confuses me. If you drive south from Detroit, you will hit Canada. Head north from Windsor, cross the Detroit River, and then you'll reach the good old US of A. What does that mean, though, if you drive south from Detroit? Oh, I guess you're driving north from Windsor. I don't understand, because I thought Canada was north of Michigan. I don't understand. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from more than 2 miles away. How do they know? Like, here's the blue whale. Do they have it trapped somewhere so it can't move? And then they drive out 2 miles and put the stethoscope to the water to listen for the heartbeat? I mean, like, how do they know? I'm sure it's something that they have to put on the whale, but work with me here, people. Neil Armstrong did not say that's one small step for man. Did he really go to the moon? That's a subject for another day. The astronaut insists he actually stated that's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Did you know that? The longest wedding veil was longer than 63 football fields. It's a woman in Cyprus who has the Guinness World Record for the longest wedding veil. It was nearly 23,000 feet long. Why? And a hashtag, which used to be called the pound sign on the phone or a number sign in school, hashtag, is called an octothorpe, just in case you wanted to know. Octo, of course, means 8, because we know that from Octomom, duh. And then thorpe is a mystery. One theory claims it comes from Old English word for village, based on the idea that the symbol looks like a village surrounded by 8 fields. Yeah. Things you didn't know you needed to know, but now you know. 700 grapes go into one bottle of wine. About. I don't think they count them out. Fear of the number 13 is called triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia. Chocolate is a fruit. Kind of. In more great chocolate news, the cocoa powder that goes into our favorite best dark chocolate bars comes from the beans or fruit of a cacao tree. How about that? And a group of bunnies is called a fluffle. That's cute. The way you eat an Oreo tells you something about your personality. Biters are easygoing and self-confident, while dunkers displayed more energetic and adventurous qualities. Twisters, on the other hand, are sensitive and trendy. Which one are you? I am more of a twister and a dunker. So I'm sensitive and trendy, as well as energetic and adventurous. That's me. Yes. Okay, that's it. That's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's not. Hope he's not. I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next one. Toodles!